Kilo, Oscar 4, India, Uniform, Kilo.
India Uniform Kilo, Roger, Roger. Okay, I've got you in the Fortland. What's the name there?
Kilo, Roger, Roger. Okay, I've got you in the Fortland. What's the name there?
Come back with those again, please.
India Uniform Kilo, what is your name, sir?
India Uniform Kilo, what is your name, sir?
The name here is Gerson. It's Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, November.
That's Gerson, is that a Roger?
That's Gerson, is that a Roger?
Roger that.
Yes, sir. And where are you located and what radio are you running, sir?
Yes, sir. And where are you located and what radio are you running, sir?
I am located in Alexandria, Virginia, and I'm running a Kenwood TS-590 SG.
All right, Gerson, if you would, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, Roger?
10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
Hello, Gerson, do you copy KC9VKV?
Hello, Gerson, do you copy KC9VKV?
NFED long wire. Back to you.
Yes, sir, we doubled over part of that, Gerson. I didn't know if you could copy me or not. There was a delay in your response. Anyway, give me another 10 seconds and tell me about your radio and what you like best about it.
About your radio and what you like best about it.
Gerson, this is KC9VKV. Can you copy me okay?
Gerson, this is KC9VKV. Can you copy me okay?
Sound. There's not a lot of menus. There's a lot of buttons to push and knobs to twirl. And it just seems to get the job done. And that's really my favorite thing about the radio. Is the menu system is very limited. And most of what I need to do is right on the front of the radio. Back to you.
Roger, Gerson. Now, I noticed that there's quite a delay from the time I ask you a question to you respond. Are you using a SDR to copy me?
Do you respond? Are you using a SDR to copy me?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just I'm just giving myself a few minutes to think. That's all. A few seconds to think. That's about it. Back to you.
Okay, Gerson. As long as I know what's going on, sir, that's great. I just was curious because, I use a SDR to copy, and when you get two SDRs involved, you have double the latency, and pretty soon it's an hour and a half long for a 3-word conversation. But anyway, so we've, got a handle on it now, sir, and I applaud you for thinking about what you're saying. I talk so much I don't probably think enough. Anyway, I'm trying to get a handle on your audio, but this jammer is driving me nuts. I don't know why this sucker's in there. What is the percentage of what do they get out of it?
What is the percentage of what do they get out of it?
Who knows? I mean, I don't hear anything on. The only problem I have is from different sources, and that's about it. But different sources, and that's about it. But I've never really run into anybody doing that. But it's just people with a lot of time on their hands and nothing else to do but just make problems for other people. Back to you.
Roger, Roger, Gerson. Well, I've been listening to your audio as best I can, and what I'd like for you to try to do is, if you know where your EQ is, if you could punch up your treble EQ, a couple of clicks, boost treble EQ from where it is at the moment, Roger?
Couple of clicks, boost treble EQ from where it is at the moment, Roger?
Well, why don't we do this? Right now, I'm running without the processor on. Let me turn the processor on and see what you think about the audio after I do that. Back to you.
All right, why don't we just go through the setup procedure, and then we'll leave the EQ for the last, which is normally what I do. So I suggest you engage your compressor at a 3. 3 out of 30, 3 out of 10, a 30 out of 100. We just want a third of its capabilities. So 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Compressor on, Roger?
3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Compressor on, Roger?
Roger that. I just got to find that. That is actually in the menu that I just have to find. Back to you.
Roger, Roger. Well, gosh, I could give you some notes if you would prefer that. Then you could do that at your leisure.
I could give you some notes if you would prefer that. Then you could do that at your leisure.
Sure, go right ahead.
I mean, if you know where everything is, we could go ahead. But if, I don't want you to feel pressure about trying to find things, Roger.
But if, I don't want you to feel pressure about trying to find things, Roger.
Roger that.
So you tell me what you want to do. You want notes, or you want to try to find the stuff?
So you tell me what you want to do. You want notes, or you want to try to find the stuff?
Probably best just to take some notes, and then I'll go from there.
Sounds good. All right, Gerson. First starts with the compressor engaged at a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Compressor on, 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Once you get the compressor going, move to your ALC with the mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your ALC to run mid-scale to 2/3 by way of mic gain manipulation. And you need to speak fairly quickly, 100, 200, 300, as you're looking at your ALC meter, because you need to see it reading, and if you do 1, 2, 3, the meter falls down between the words, and you never can get an accurate reading. So you want to go 100, 200, 300 as you adjust the mic gain for that meter, ALC meter, to run mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
For that meter, ALC meter, to run mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
Hi, Roger that. Yeah, I think I have done that, but I might need a little tweaking anyways. Back to you.
Yes, sir, and I'm monitoring you on the Arlington, Virginia SDR, and it has one of the few SDRs that has full frequency range. So you have a good bottom end. You need just a little more top. So I would say punch up 3 clicks, treble EQ boost from where it is. Do you know if that's a 3-band, 2-band, or what kind of equalization that radio runs?
Do you know if that's a 3-band, 2-band, or what kind of equalization that radio runs?
I believe it has 3 bands of equalization.
All right, Gerson, I want you to, if it's 3 bands, I want that center band to be flat. The center band EQ should always be flat. The idea is EQ is a top to mid-range balance and a bottom to mid-range balance, and if you boost the mid-range, it's so much more difficult for the top to reach balance and the bottom to reach balance. So we want that mid-range EQ flat. And then we want the treble boost by 3 clicks, additional EQ push from wherever you are at the moment. Roger?
EQ push from wherever you are at the moment. Roger?
I roger that. Yeah, I will try that.
Roger, and that should take care of the problem. And if you could join us next Friday, we'd love to have you and see what all those numbers sound like. Roger?
We'd love to have you and see what all those numbers sound like. Roger?
I roger that. Yeah, I will make the adjustments. The other thing is I am not running the stock microphone. I'm running a Heil 781 with this. Back to you.
Yes, sir, I'm listening to you. You could be running a piece of barbed wire. It doesn't make any difference. It's what I'm hearing, you know, and that's what I'm making these decisions on. Is the microphone that you're using at the moment, Roger?
Decisions on is the microphone that you're using at the moment, Roger.
I roger that. Yep, back to you.
Roger, Roger. Well, I think we're done. If you've got the notes, you can crank them in there at your leisure, find things, and then dial them up, and then join us next Friday. I'd love to hear that, Roger.
Then join us next Friday. I'd love to hear that, Roger.
Roger, will do. I'll make a note at about this time to join you next Friday. Back to you.
Sounds good, Gerson. 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend. And this is KC9VKV. We'll catch you later.
And this is KC9VKV. We'll catch you later.
73s to you. You have a great weekend yourself. Kilo Oscar 4, India Uniform Kilo.
Roger, Roger. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.